Yeah, what's going on, little nibblers? It's your boy, the Gabester, coming at you with the Weekly Nibble, the podcast where we talk about our experiences, our views, and whatever else we feel like sharing on here. And I'm joined by the co-host,
Nathan. What's up, man? How you guys doing? I'm doing great.
I'm pretty cool, man. Thanks for asking. Right away, I just want to say the first thing I noticed right now was Nathan's ass.
No, that's not the first
Nathan walked
thing.
in here with hella ass.
Okay,
And
I'll be
I was
honest.
wondering. I was like, God damn.
I'll be honest, man. I know I have ass. I'll admit it.
Nathan got some booty.
I'm glad. I'm very appreciative of my ass. But since I have all this ass, and for the whole world to see,
Would you call yourself an ass expert?
I'm an ass expert. Well, okay.
Can you tell between real and fake?
Real and fake, man. I remember me and my sister were talking about this, right? Real ass, very, very, very different from the fake ones, alright?
How so?
Let me break it down for you. For you and for the listeners.
Sure.
So this is how my sister broke it down because she wanted to be a, how do you say?
Plastic surgeon?
A plastic surgeon. So, real ass, it jiggles from left to right and it goes boom, 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 boom. Now, fake ass, unfortunately, it goes from up down and it goes all in one motion and it goes boom, boom,
So you're saying it moves as one unit?
as one.
As one unit?
So you can just tell right away, bro. And hey, if you go out in Hollywood, you'll see that shit everywhere. Just boom, boom, boom.
Well, plastic surgery, I mean, it's like 95% probably.
Yeah. I'm disgusted by it, bro.
I mean, there's a point where it is too much.
There's nothing like real ass, and for a person who has one, I'll tell you right now. Hey, don't abuse it either, right, dog? There's a limit. There's a limit. But yeah, dog. Asses, very infatuated with them. I don't know. That's a new phenomenon, I think.
Probably.
People didn't used to be in asses like that.
I mean, I feel like it was at one point, but I think, I don't know, with the whole social media thing and like the internet taking off, everybody just kind of started like, oh, I like ass too, even though they probably didn't. They probably just switched over because it's like, popular. Anyways, Nathan, would you say you're a very horny person?
Horny?
Yeah.
Oh man, am I? That's what happens, bro.
Nathan's a very horny person.
Dude, okay, let me tell you guys
As a kid, were
this.
you horny?
No, let me tell you guys
Not a
this.
kid, but younger, were you horny?
Yes, of course, bro. 13 with hormones. What do you expect?
Did you ever get to talk?
No, hold on. Let me tell you this. Before we talk about the talk,
Okay.
every day, every other day, Gabe always be telling me, like, he always be texting me, hey man, hey, you horny? But
I know
like,
what you're
he
talking
doesn't,
about.
obviously he says it through text, but I can just hear it in his voice. He says it in that certain way. Hey bro, hey, you horny? And he gives me those same weird ass eyes. And what do you say to that? Oh, okay. Put this scenario in your head. If you get a text from someone that you're cool with, hey bro, you horny? What do you say?
Randomly on
I never say anything to him. I just let it leave it on red.
That's the most fucked up part. You don't even.
What am I supposed to say, bro? You guys help me out. Yes.
I would tell you if I was horny.
So just say yes and no.
Yeah,
Like
just
that?
be honest. That's all I'm asking for you.
Honesty, huh? All right.
I do randomly text Nathan. I just ask him, "You horny?" Or I'll just be like, "Sex."
And
Question
obviously
mark.
at the time I'm horny, of course, but I'm not gonna tell him yes. Why the fuck would I justify this?
You don't want to
shit?
give me the satisfaction.
Yeah, bro. Fuck.
That's messed up. Because I know you.
Because what? Okay, what if we're horny at the same time?
Okay, that's fucking weird. See, this is what I'm talking about. Nathan is just a weirdo. See,
I'm the weirdo.
We can't even talk about being horny without being like we're horny at the same time. Last
What?
episode he was talking about, oh Gabriel, come on, why don't you just mess around with me or help me out? It's been a couple weeks. Now he's talking about this weirdo.
Yeah, I'm always the weirdo. We've debated this over and over again, man.
Everybody knows.
I think the viewers know you're the weird one, dog.
I'm not weird. But
Fine, we'll talk about the talks. Keep bringing that up because
yeah, did you ever get a talk?
I wanted to announce this. That this is the love episode, right? We're gonna talk about well, for Gabe it's lust. Apparently that's what wins.
Okay, hold on. Okay,
That's what's really on top.
okay. Like if you have any recollection or have any idea about what the world's about, and if you say money, get the fuck out of here. Because straight up, it's honestly sex.
No.
Sex makes the world go round. How else would you have gotten here? You wouldn't be able to make money if your parents didn't have sex.
What?
Yeah,
Money.
that's what I'm talking about.
You said
Sex.
You said money.
Yeah,
Money.
some people, because the saying is, money makes the world go round.
Oh, right.
Sex is what does it. Because you wouldn't be able to make money if your parents didn't have sex. Am I fucking right? I'm fucking right.
No.
Yeah.
Hey, guys, don't believe him. Sex is not everything.
Sex?
Oh.
I'm not saying sex
Are you
is
saying
everything, but sex does bring happiness, but to an extent. But what I'm saying
Sex
is that
does bring
sex
happiness.
is kind of a center of it all. Nobody would. All my little nibbles out there, all my little nibbles, you guys know, you guys wouldn't be listening to this amazing podcast, which I appreciate you listening to, by the way, if it wasn't for sex and your parents had sex. That's some real shit.
For sure, bro.
The Big Bang, you want to know what God did? He had like a little circle. You know, people do a little circle with their hand, like just like their index finger or the thumb. And they took the other finger and they like put it in. That was the Big Bang. And then that's how the whole universe started.
What's his theory?
That's
Put that
Big
into
Bang
NASA. Yeah.
I'm working on my report. I'm sending it to NASA.
Some
sometime this
300
month.
pages. Describing God's finger.
Describing
Oh, God.
the length, the angle in which it curled. But anyway, man, you never got to talk?
The talk. Okay. This is going to be hard for me because I got to talk when I was like maybe 13, 14.
What grade is that? I don't know.
Was that 7th grade?
7th grade? Dang, you got an early little horny boy.
What do you mean early? 13 is like our prime, bro.
You're a little horny boy. You gotta wait till early.
Look. And when you're 13, hey, you guys, I think most people know, like, hey, you guys are animals, bro. We're all animals at 13.
Yeah,
So the
you're a
talk,
little horny.
I don't remember much of it. I just remember, like, the golden rule was, my dad told me, condoms. That's it. Like, he didn't really say, like, hey, like, he didn't want me to prevent from having sex, but he said, like, hey, this is the main thing, condoms, bro. Whatever you do, it's that way, no babies, no AIDS, no nothing.
AIDS.
So, yeah.
Imagine that. Nathan already has AIDS, so that advice kind of went out the window.
I knew
already
it.
has AIDS.
I knew it. Why did I say AIDS? Is there anything else? Any other STD?
I got the talk when I was like in 7th, 8th grade. I don't remember clearly.
7th, 8th grade? So yeah, we're at the same time, bro.
No, you gotta wait too early.
You're out here judging me, oh, too early.
Because you're younger
We're at
than
the
me.
same grade.
You're younger than me.
By
So-
a year.
You're younger than me, but
What's 1 year?
you a year is a lot. Man.
A
year can mean between life in prison and
18 and 17. Huh?
yeah.
Wow.
A year can do a lot. I got to talk, and it's funny that you say condoms, man. It's because I got to talk when my parents found my condom stash.
So it was like too late for you by then anyway.
Yeah.
Guess what? Guess what? They were a year too late. By 1 year.
I'm sorry.
By the year
Sorry,
mark, you
Mom.
had bought the condoms previously.
You know, I mean, it's because okay, look. It's not like I was just like. It's not like it.
Were you
at
using
that,
them
at that
frequently?
age? What happened?
Were you using them frequently, your condoms?
At that age, it was just to show off.
Ah, you fuck. You know, I couldn't picture you doing some shit like that, bro.
Okay, like
You
7th,
just
8th
bought
grade.
something just to show it off.
Come on, dude. It was all about image in middle school. That's all it was all about.
It's all about that now.
I mean that too, but
yeah,
I mean,
all your whole life is all about your image. It makes sense.
I mean, to yeah.
To this day, he
yeah,
still buys like shitloads of condoms. Hey, look at how much I fuck. Oh, this is something.
It's because
Bag full.
I bought a 12 pack or something. I bought one of those
There's
boxes.
12 packs.
There's
Yeah,
24
you can see how
packs.
much
I
I
don't know
have
how
so
much it was. I don't know if it was a 12 pack or a 48 pack. I don't fucking
48 pack.
It was, or a 24 pack. I don't fucking know. I just remember buying a box.
This is like beer, bro. Yeah, let me get a 24, maybe a 32.
I had a box.
What the?
And I hid. Okay, so like I have like a little cubby where I keep some of my pants. Well, at the time I had like a little cubby, and I had like my pants folded up. You know how they have at retail stores like trifold.
Yeah.
So like I had them all right there,
Oh.
and right under there I had the box of condoms. And I guess my mom went into my room.
Looking through?
Not necessarily looking through. I guess she had done
Put some
laundry.
stuff away.
She had done laundry, and she went to go put my pants away.
You know, yeah, I think you put it in the like the most obvious spot, bro.
Okay, I'm a kid, bro. I feel like I'm like.
Let me guess,
just-
you're 13, the same age as me.
So I put them where my pants were at. I put it under, and I guess she saw like I guess I don't know what she was doing. Somehow she ended up finding out that everything was out of place, in a way, and she went and she found it. And I got home from school because I walked to and from school at that, I didn't live that far from campus. So I came home from school, I said hi to her, and she was just being really distant. She was like, oh, hi. And I was I was thinking about what did I do wrong? What could I have done to get in trouble? But
you don't feel that motherly love anymore.
Yeah.
It's like, man, you fucking disappointed.
I did something wrong.
Hey, but you know what? Let's say if I was in your mom's position, I was a dad or something, and I found my son had condoms, I'd be proud of him. Like, even, because I didn't have to talk with him because you didn't get to talk yet. But for him to go out and buy condoms, I think that's like responsibility, you know?
Yeah.
Like, hey, I did good by this guy. This kid's actually like buying shit to be safe, you know? And so, I don't know. I would have had a different approach to saying, Mijo.
She didn't tell me anything though.
No?
Like, I just was like...
She just gave you the look?
Yeah, I just started asking like, oh, so what's for dinner? She just... I tried like making a little small talk and she didn't want to like really answer about it. So I was like, whatever. So I decided, I went to my room or whatever. I played video games for a bit. And then afterwards, I invited one of my friends over. I invited him over. I was like, hey, let's go skate. So we're going to go skate. He came over to my house. We kicked it inside like, the living room or whatever. We talked. And then right before we were about to go, my dad had got home.
I wish your dad would have found him. I feel like it would have been a whole different scenario if your dad would have found him first and then told your mom later.
Yeah.
Because then he would have already had to talk with you and be like, hey, see, blah, blah, blah. So, like, it wouldn't have been as bad, I think.
Right. So, I told my parents, I was like, hey, I'm going to be back. I'm going to go skate with my friend. And right before I left, I was like, my dad's like, oh, all right. I guess my dad, at the time, my dad was like, I guess, because I have a dog, little Fluffster. So he was in the backyard with my dog, and he had called me over right before I was about to leave. He's like, hey, can you come over here real quick? And I was like, oh yeah. And I went over to the back, and I was
right
like,
when you're going about go with your friends too. That's what it's like.
I know.
Like you were really embarrassed.
But at the time, I didn't know what was going on. I was like, what the fuck is going on? So I went to him, and this whole time I didn't even check my condom stash. I guess she took my condom.
Cause you knew she took it.
I guess she took it or something like
Wait,
that.
How many did you have? Do you remember?
It was just a box, and I had so some were missing. I remember that some were missing, but I think it's because I had ripped some off, and I'd like my friend was just like, oh my god, you have condoms, and I was like, yeah, dude, here.
You gave him some?
Dude, I was a cool kid who had condoms.
What the fuck? Nah, I thought automatically when you said that you were missing some, I thought you would just put some on to practice.
Oh no!
Well, you never did that.
That was yet to come.
I'm not the weird one. I think most people, like when you're first starting, you try them on because like, you don't want to look like a little rookie when you actually go and do it. So you're just like, like the J. Cole song, bro.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was gonna say, like the J. Cole song.
Put them condoms on, to practice.
Put on your game.
And then,
But basically, he pulled me to the side and said, he's like, your mom told me what she found in your room, and I was like, what? Because I wasn't doing drugs or anything. And he's like, oh, your mom told me she found your condoms. And I was like, fuck.
In your head.
In my head, I was like, fuck. And my dad's like, I'm not mad at her or anything. I want to say I'm proud of you.
See, what did I say?
Yeah.
I knew it. Like, hey, that's a legit, like, how do you say? Fucking, I guess what his dad would do. I knew it.
My dad's pretty laid back.
Yeah, like, I can tell just by seeing your dad.
My dad's like, he said, I'm proud of you, and he gave me that whole spiel. He's like, look, he's like, I know you're growing up. I know you're going through stuff, and honestly, I just want to say I'm proud of you, and I'm glad you used condoms. And like, without me even telling you, you're being responsible, and you already know. Like, I don't have to like worry about you about being stupid. All that.
That's why your dad's a true G, bro. I swear. See, I knew it, bro. It runs in the blood, bro. That's how we treat sex. Like, hey, if you're doing it responsibly, I think you should be good.
That's all he told me. Just like he said, keep being responsible. Don't be stupid. Just use condoms and.
But see, that's why I think we differ between men and women. My little boy, he's getting abused by women. Like
he's getting raped by women. Women are forcing him to have sex.
I mean, if you think about it, let's say your dad had a daughter, and she found condoms. I think it'd be different.
Furious.
Exactly.
Furious.
See, so
we're
a little hypocritical in that aspect.
Yeah.
But hey, responsibility, bro.
Yeah.
So, I think your dad definitely had a good response versus your mom. Well,
And he just told me,
who could blame him?
he just, he said, oh, I'm proud of you, keep doing what you're doing. Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
he said keep doing what you're doing.
In his words, he kind of said, like, keep being safe or whatever.
Yeah, or is that keep fucking, man? Hey,
Keep fucking, man. Keep on fucking.
Yeah, you get as many bitches as you need.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, look, I got some from my past. He just handed me a water.
Some old ones from '86. And it still should work. Yeah, the expiration date says like 1991.
It's so stupid.
How long do condoms last anyway?
I think it lasts like maybe 2 years.
Before like
They expire?
They just let it.
Yeah.
Put them on it.
But anyways, he ended off by saying that, like, he said, he's like, your mom called me about it, and she said she was upset about it, but I told her to let you keep your condoms.
I think he was he at work at the time?
I guess he was at work, and my mom called him right away.
I can just picture your dad high fiving all his
guess what my fucking son did, man?
Hey man, hey, what's it?
Fucking.
Hey, is your son buying condoms right now? I don't think so, bro. Hey, guess what? Magnums, son.
Magnums, man. He had some Magnums. What's your boy doing? Playing Star Wars? You fucking idiot. You fucking kid.
What a virgin.
What a fucking virgin he is. You need to man up your kids, man.
Oh my god.
But
I like it. I like it.
That was my talk.
That's
really
a truly uplifting story, man. I like that.
Yeah, I went and I marched right into the house again. I looked at my mom and I said, I gave her the look saying like, you fucking know.
That's mean. I
just looked at her and she looked at me and put her head down. She's like, man, I can't believe that sex or whatever. But
hey, but she doesn't know that. She just knows that you're prepared in case.
I'm prepared.
She jumped to a conclusion right there. I think
she thought I was fucking
like,
crazy.
oh, obviously this guy's been fucking every middle schooler that he sees or some shit. Like, nah.
Watch out for Gabriel. Ha! Just pop out the bushes with the condom on.
I'm not surprised if she would have kicked you from every other like young girl. Ay, mira esa niña muy bonita.
Mom never brought up girls ever again.
Nope. Like,
my son's probably
stay away from him. He's gay. You know what? Like, make up rumors around the street.
He's gay. Oh my god, dude. I mean, the tricky part was buying them. Oh my god, like it's so weird.
We all know how
as a
weird.
younger, nowadays you buying like nothing, but when you're younger,
nah, even I think still to this day,
to this day you get weird buying condoms.
No, I'm not. I'm talking about like younger people.
Oh no, that's what I'm saying. Like as a young person, like when you're buying condoms, it always feels kind of weird, especially if you're buying them when you're like middle school.
I remember in high school, we had this friend. She got a bag full of condoms and she literally said it too, like, I just fuck a lot, A woman, a girl got a lot of condoms. I'm not gonna say her name, but I think we both know her. She used to sit at the table, man. You remember? I remember, like, junior year, she brought a bag full of condoms.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about.
You don't remember that?
I didn't know. I think, yeah.
And, okay, because our high school gave out free condoms because, hey, that's
I think most high schools do that.
Yeah, because why not,
Safe sex,
They're fucking anyway, might as well just keep them safe.
Mm-hmm.
So, she would just, they were free, so she would just get a shitload. And be like, like, hey, I'm fucking, bro. Like, no guilt, I respected that. I think that was cool. And even I didn't have the balls to do that. Because everybody knows.
Do you remember the first time you bought condoms? What was that like?
I only bought condoms once in my life. Because, like,
you're fucking dirty, man.
Let's be honest.
Oh my god. Nathan is going in
dog.
Heavy, raw doggy.
No.
That's what he just told me on the podcast.
Why do you jump to such a conclusion like that, bro?
I only bought condoms once, brother.
Let me tell you something, bro.
About 50 packets has been lasting.
Let me tell you something. When it comes to sex, bro, it's all about like being special to me, As long as you're special to me, like I'm that kind of guy. I'll be honest. I'm not the guy to be like, yo, I'll fuck any hoe, I don't give a fuck.
Are you demisexual?
What the fuck is demisexual?
Look it up.
What? No, I don't want to be that guy.
Pull up the definition for the people who don't know.
How do you spell that, dog?
So you want to
demisexual?
E-M-I.
Sexual.
It's already coming up. This person's coming up.
So a person who does not experience sexual attraction unless they form a strong emotional connection with someone. No, I have sexual attraction to someone, but I'm not gonna act on them. Oh, you get it?
Yeah.
So obviously, I see a girl down the street with a real ass.
Fat old booty.
Obviously, like, you know, I would like to have consensual sexual intercourse. Right?
That's when you walk up to the girl and say, "Excuse me, miss, may I sex you?"
No.
Gets them every time.
Yeah, and great advice, man. Yeah, make sure the kids.
Speaking of great advice,
Caboose.
fellas, let me tell you something real quick.
Fellas, you know, all the people who listen to us are women, bro. Come on.
I would say it's split. I mean, it depends on the episode. It's pretty split. By the way, we appreciate you guys sharing our podcast. I've been getting a lot of new listeners, and thank you for listening. We appreciate every little moment you give us. But as far as fuck, I forgot what I was saying. What was I saying?
You talk about sex. When it comes to like, being really a connection to have sex.
But I was gonna say to all of our other listeners, our male listeners, let the Gapester give you a little bit of advice.
Jesus.
If you wanna get a girl real quick, let me tell you something.
Okay, see, that's the difference, bro. I don't want a girl real quick.
Nah, I'm saying, okay, well,
you're different. I think we all differ in that.
Let me get. Okay, fine, go. All right. If you want to get a girl real quick, send her a picture of your dick randomly, no context. Just send her a random dick pic.
I think
gets them every time. I'm telling you.
Okay, but you got to give some context to that because, like, you can't just randomly.
Okay, that's a joke. That's a joke. I hope people know that's a joke.
No, you'll be surprised, bro.
Some people are actually gonna do it. Gabe told me to do it. That's a joke.
Exactly.
It's a joke.
Hey, but when it comes to comedy, bro, you know people are gonna fucking.
Don't take it too serious. You're like, oh, you said to do it, bro. You might as well.
Hey, well, you said it with a serious tone, dog.
Yeah, but I mean, come on. I mean, if you
sarcasm, it's hard to. Some people can't. You know, they can't read sarcasm, especially audio. So give him a break, dog. No, do not do that ever.
To an extent.
No,
what I was gonna say is that, Nathan, have you only buy one pack, and how was your experience?
Okay. One.
You said you only
There's
bought
3 packs, right? That's like the minimum.
You bought a 3-pack.
Yeah. But I bought it when I was really, like 13, 14 when I had the talk. Because obviously that's when you start thinking about it. So you buy them. I bought them from like a 7-Eleven, feeling real weird.
You shaking your hand?
I was very self-conscious about myself. Still am to an extent. But I think that's when you're at your most vulnerable state.
Okay.
You're in front of this cashier, most likely a woman. Of all days, you know, it's got to be a woman.
It was a woman?
Yeah. And she was all like, it was just weird, bro. It was just a weird experience.
What'd you
that
say?
I don't want to feel anymore. What'd she say exactly?
Excuse me, can I?
Like, it wasn't what she said, it's how she looked at me.
How she looked at you?
Like the sad ass, like, oh, he's like, Carlos, how thinks he's all fucking fat ass. Like, obviously, I felt the complete opposite that way. Like, I just wanted to be prepared in case something happened like that, which it didn't happen until later. So I bought the condoms for no reason. What a loser, huh? Yeah, he bought 10. Oh, how much?
You tried 3 of them on?
All 3? No, I only tried 1.
What happens to the other 2?
The other 2? They just never used them.
They used that?
13 probably went the same size though.
Yeah, I don't know. First time I bought some. I think.
Was it a guy or girl who sold it to you?
It was a guy.
See, you had to just right there. It was just a better experience.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll tell you why it was a better experience. Even on top of that, it was a black guy. So he was just really cool about it. So
my boy gonna fuck
tonight.
Huh?
Yeah, he had some of that type of vibe. Like I remember buying a pack. I grabbed some and I went to the cabinet or whatever, and then I think at the time I bought some other stuff.
Oh, so you just didn't go straight for the condom and just that's it. You bought some chips and shit.
Yeah, no, but it's not like I was going to let me cover this up and buy this. I legit went to the store and bought some chips
and fumbled upon the condom. Hey, maybe I might need these.
Yeah, I literally was just like, you know what? I think I'm gonna buy these.
Damn.
So it was just a coincidence.
So you didn't go in thinking, hey, you're gonna go in there, you're gonna get the condoms, and you're gonna walk out.
Yeah, I had no plan. I had no intention. I just went in and I was like, I looked at the condoms. I said, might as well,
You made it even more easier for yourself because you didn't put pressure. Like,
I didn't give that extra pressure. Like, oh my god, I'm gonna buy condoms. I just kind of, all right, might as well.
I think a lot of people can relate to my story though more. Hey, who gets a good experience when it comes to buying condoms?
I don't know.
Who?
Man. I got a good experience.
If you are, you're lucky. You're lucky like this kid is.
I walked up to the counter and I grabbed the condoms and I was like, and like he was like, he's like, you cool, man? I was like, yeah, man. Are you? And he was just like, I don't know what else to say. I was just like,
yeah, I'm cool. Yeah,
I grabbed the condoms and like, you know, I was like, fuck. I was kind of nervous. So in the moment, I was kind of nervous as a kid. I bought them and I was just like, oh shit. And in my head, I'm like, you know, what is he gonna tell me? What is he gonna tell me?
For some reason, I thought like, is it illegal that I'm buying these?
I think everybody's thought about that.
Yeah, because like,
but it's not though. Like,
because obviously, when you're young, you think, okay, sex is only for adults. If I buy something that's for that purpose, yeah. Hey, how old are you? Like, fuck.
Oh man, old enough.
Yeah, old enough.
Old enough to be fucking bitch.
I'm gonna be like, okay, what's that kid from Superbad? McLovin?
Old enough.
ID to party.
No, I bought them, and I was just like, and I was just kind of standing there, and I guess he was looking at his friend because his friend was also there, and he was just like, he's like, yo man, I'm trying to save this kid's life, and I was like, what? And I started laughing. He's just like, yeah man, I don't want you to get no AIDS, I don't want you to get no baby, man, you a youngin.
Out here giving you a pep talk.
Yeah, I started laughing. I just found the whole situation funny. I'm trying to save this little boy's life. I don't want to get a little kid so young.
If you think about it, he saved your life, bro.
He saved my life. And I started cracking up because the whole time, I don't know why, the way he was just saying it and like how slick it all came out, I just started making me crack up. It made the situation even better. He's like, hey yo man, be safe out there, man. I got you those condoms, so you better wrap it up. And I started laughing as I walked out the door. And it was a really positive experience. And ever since then, like, it was always kind of cool. Like, I think ever since then, he helped me get that confidence. Just having that positive, like, one experience.
That one guy saved your whole sex life, I think, is my theory.
He just, like, and ever since then, you know, you buy, I mean, I always had that confidence. Just because I always thought about that.
He sent you out into the world and said, go out there and fuck everybody you see. Because you have the confidence now. You are ready.
He gave me some confidence to it. And, like,
damn, I
feel sad. Because the store in which I bought them from, that store's not there anymore, so I don't.
Oh, that memory's gone, bro.
The memory's gone.
It's there in your head
it's
forever.
In my head, but it's not like there physically.
Like another kid won't experience that same thing.
Yeah.
With that same guy. I don't know. That's cool, man. I like it. You're lucky.
I'm lucky.
You're fucking lucky, bro. When it comes to like things like that, I don't know, I have bad experiences. Sex in general, let's say that. Because hey, I know a lot of people got you know, they're very kinky in some aspects.
Are you kinky?
I'm not kinky, bro.
You have any fetishes?
I'm anti-fetish, bro.
About what?
I'll tell you, I'm really weirded out by feet.
What?
In general.
You're weirded out by
women's feet? I don't know, bro. Like in general, I'm kind of weirded out by it.
How? What is it? The
toenails? Let's say a woman
little hands or what?
Let's say a woman had ugly ass feet.
Okay.
I don't know. It just seems odd. Like
I mean, I guess I could see that. I mean, I wouldn't want to, you know, mess with ugly feet. You know.
It's not like I'm gonna go out and fucking kiss them and lick them like everybody, like people are in the, you know, feet these days.
Dude, you would be surprised what being horny could do to you. Like you could, right now, you saying this right now, you could say you won't do it, but if you're in the mood and you're with the girl and you're all like, all fucking horny,
you're in it.
If you're in it, you might do it.
Nah, I don't
you
think
might
so,
do
bro.
it. Yeah,
I don't think so.
You might be able to do it.
Oh, hey, because I know you mentioned this. You said the post nut clarity.
Oh yeah, I mean, okay, we'll talk about
that. I think it connects with this because like when you're horny, obviously
you'll do it. Yeah.
Whatever, man.
I remember reading an article about this that people are more inclined to do stuff when they're, you know.
Yeah.
Horny.
And apparently the advice to that is to jack off. You just jack off before something important, and then you have just so much clarity. Like I'm not horny, I'm not feeling anything down there, so I can think straight. So hey, we all know what people are doing before before those exams.
It's real. Like I'm pretty sure there's somebody out there who's been just really fucking horny. I'm telling you, once you take care of what you need to take care of, you're good. You get that post-nut clarity, and then you start thinking straight. I mean, this applies to a lot of guys.
I think women too.
I mean, yeah, but I mean, I think it's more of a popular guy thing. I mean,
Yeah.
as far as like social media goes, I think I've heard more guys talk about it. I don't think I've heard a lot of women.
That's what
come
we
out
need, bro. We need
and
more
say,
women to say like, hey, we finger ourselves every day and we're proud of it. Like, I kind of want that kind of, because guys are like, yeah, bro, I jack off. You don't. What's wrong with you? Like, if you don't jack off these days,
Yeah.
get weirdo.
No, I remember people in middle school used to say that you were weird for doing it,
For jacking off?
or people would say it was gay.
For jacking off?
Yeah, in middle school.
I think, yeah, I remember.
I remember I would ask people in middle school. I'd be like, "Hey man, do you jack off?" And I know it's such a weird question.
Because
now,
because it was funny just to even say the word jack off anyway.
Yeah,
in
do
general.
you jack off? And bro, honestly, everybody would tell me, "No, that's weird. No, I'm not gay." And I would always come up with the same argument. How is it gay to jack off? How is it gay to jack off?
I remember in high school he asked me this question. Hey, bro, is it gay to give yourself head?
And it's not gay.
And I said,
it's not.
I said yes because look, this is my argument. I remember at the time too. Well,
Okay.
a dick's in your mouth. Yeah,
Well,
but
a
then
dick's in your
Gabe,
hand.
but then Gabe, yeah, exactly. Gabe said, well, a dick's in your hand. Well, yeah, but yeah, it's your own dick. So
It's your own dick.
that's true.
It's not gay to suck
So
your own
let's
dick.
say if you were able to, suck yourself off. Gabe already said like hands down, I'll be sucking myself off every day.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, but then you have dick breath, bro.
It's called brushing your teeth, man. Come on, man.
Mouthwash and okay.
Mouthwash.
What if you came in your mouth?
Mm.
Oh, that raises a different question now, doesn't it?
Okay. Tasting is one thing. but
Yeah, see, exactly. You taste yourself. Yeah.
You feel yourself.
When you jack off, guess what? You fucking bust on not you, not yourself.
Sometimes
You don't
I get
put
on
it in
my
your
hand.
mouth either. The thing is, it's a whole different thing. Giving yourself head and jacking yourself off is completely different, I think.
Okay, I don't think you're gay if you do it.
You're not gay, obviously,
Mm.
but it's just, I don't know.
It's a step up. I think it's a step up.
To self-pleasure? Yeah, for sure.
It's like going from like 2 dimensions to 3 dimensions.
I
It
think-
just opens up a lot of doors.
I can't say because I haven't tried it, but let's say I were to be able to suck myself off, I still think jacking off would be better.
You never tried it.
I've never tried it.
That's a lie.
I
Anybody
ain't
else
flexible,
that never
dog.
tried it, they're lying.
That's not even a question. That my flexibility will be able to give me that kind of power. No.
Speaking of,
And what do you? Okay, I was talking about feet. What do you? What are you have fetishes, bro?
See, the thing is that's such a hard question. I mean, it sounds simple. It's like fetishes, like what type of weird stuff are you into, too? But like, the thing is that
Not like we're shy.
I'm just I would say I'm very open minded about a lot of things.
Yeah.
I mean,
Whatever
but
you're into,
besides
whatever.
my butt though, I think that's
Everything is
that's a no go
Everything
zone.
but your ass.
That's a no go zone.
See, okay, alright. I said this too. This guy said, nothing up my ass, but would you eat ass?
Come on,
Long pause.
what kind of question is that? Come on.
Wait, okay.
Come
Have
on,
you ate?
Playboy.
I'm not gonna say have you ate ass because that's personal.
That's a personal question. It's just
well, okay, you would. If the scenario were to present itself, you would.
my guy. I would take a I'll take a yum.
Even
You know what I'm
if
saying?
okay, depends on the circumstances, huh? I think she was.
I mean, they gotta be clean though, obviously.
right. I've never. I'll say it. I never ate ass. Would I?
Would you?
Depends. Yeah, as long as she's clean, I think. Yeah, I would.
You're weird, man. You're weird.
You just literally said the same thing I did.
No, I said.
I agree with you.
What are you talking about? Okay,
And
that
I'm
was
the
weird.
weird.
You know.
Gabe had a needle up his ass. Yeah, he's against things up his ass.
Oh yeah, it's fucking scary.
Well, it's for medical reasons, bro. What are you doing?
It's fucking scary, dude.
At this point, you go to the
never
doctor
gonna go
every
to-
day, huh?
Nope. Even when when I reach 40, I'm not gonna get a prostate exam.
Oh,
No.
dude,
No.
that's what I feared. I mean,
Fingering
a
your
guy,
butt?
yeah, a guy is fingering your ass every month or two.
Nathan's dream.
Fuck.
Nathan's so gay. It's like a big.
Like, I'm just waiting to be 80. Fuck you.
He's just waiting. He has a calendar. You guys can't see it, or if you guys are watching, it's
Oh
not on camera.
yeah, you're making this shit up. Fuck you.
Right there, what I'm looking at right now, on the wall.
300 and some
I see a
days.
calendar with just X's crossed off.
3,300 and some days till I'm 80.
I can't see the number from here, but Nathan has 1,000's number in there. He's probably
Yeah,
turning it
yeah.
down so when he gets his prostate exam. He's gonna get.
I can get it now. Fuck, I can just say, hey, bro, check my prostate.
It's not a special.
It's not. Oh, so you have to wait a certain age.
You have to wait.
It's like we're 21.
Yeah.
Finally get that legal beer.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, it tastes different. No, fuck
It tastes different, dude.
I
It
know
does.
for a fact it will not taste different.
It does. Dude.
You want to
Okay.
bet? I think me and you are gonna share that 21-year-old experience at like roughly the same time. So we're gonna say like,
Yeah.
no, it does not taste different.
It does taste different. You want? Okay, look. Okay, it does taste different. You want to know why?
Why?
Because it just does. That's why. Mm-hmm.
That's your argument.
Mm-hmm.
This guy, hey, this is the kid in the university, not me.
Dude, okay.
It is because it is, bro.
So you
That's his
said
argument.
you don't have any fetishes.
No,
There's nothing like.
not that I'm aware.
Would you let yourself get handcuffed?
Okay, let's say she was like really, really good looking. Like I trusted her really well. I think I would let myself get handcuffed. But you know, I've seen so many movies where that shit does not end up well, bro.
They take your wallet. They fuck you up.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh
Like,
my
there's
God,
always
dude.
that percentage. Like, yeah, you're probably gonna get jacked, bro. Or, like you're gonna get fucking something's gonna happen to you.
Mm.
They're gonna shave your balls, shave your ass.
Nah, come on, man. Ain't nothing wrong with no smooth nuts. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, but what
I'm
if she
pretty
fucking
sure-
just
Just chopping away.
Oh,
don't, dude, come on.
Hey.
I'm like crossing my legs now because you got me thinking.
Believe it or not, this is still the love episode, right? This is about love, not lust.
Okay, I would say, okay, the thing is that lust overcomes love at some points because you get so horny, you just do, fuck it. You know?
Yeah, but at that point, like, okay, lust over time gets weaker and weaker, you know?
Yeah, no, it's because it's...
So eventually, you're gonna have to be like, yo, I like this. I love this person more than I want to fuck her every day.
No, love is it's a marathon, right? Because people say it's competition. No, I'm saying love is for the long run, right?
Yeah.
But for lust is just that. It's just that thing that just builds inside you. You know, you just gotta let it out. And you know how do you let it out? Just busting up. Just busting up.
Yeah, but
And then
that's 20-year-old clarity, you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
When you're like 40 and you're busting that, I think
You're done.
It's just it's different. It's very different.
I mean, I guess you mature over time.
Okay,
I wouldn't know.
I want to ask you this question. Do you want to get married? Like, do you plan to get married?
I'm not gonna marry you,
soon
Nathan.
enough?
I'm sorry. I
Fuck
was see
you.
as a friend. You and you.
Are you going to get married?
Yes, I'm gonna go. Come on.
At what age? What do you think?
Okay, so I was thinking about this the other day. And it's funny that you mentioned it right now. I was thinking 27.
You're 20 right now, bro. That's 7 years. Think about it that way, though. In 7 years, I plan to be
Come
good
on,
enough.
alright, I'm gonna move to 35 then. Now you say that.
Well, because like 7 years, bro, that's nothing if you think about it.
7 years was like 5.
Next thing you know, you're gonna be 25. Fuck, 2 more years. Like, shit, I'm running out. You know. I think 35 is a good number.
35? You want to get married at 35? Is?
I don't plan to get married at all, honestly.
You don't want to get married?
I don't.
You want to stay single your whole life? It's coming from the
This
guy that
is-
says I want to build a connection.
Exactly. Well, like I feel like marriage in a lot of ways ruins a lot of things
Like what?
in some aspects because, like, I don't know. Sometimes when you're as a man, I think you felt tied down,
Okay.
and you know how guys always feel like, oh, I can conquer whatever, I can do whatever.
Yeah.
When you feel that way, you know what I heard? Apparently, Will Smith and what's his name, Jada Pinkett Smith. You know Will Smith.
Yeah. Yeah.
They have an open
With the style.
relationship.
Open relationship.
Yeah, basically, they're married and everything, but they're open. Did you know that? That's what I heard.
And are you for that? Is that what you want?
No, honestly, no. But it's just weird though, because I feel like, do men stay loyal?
Yes.
You think so?
Yes.
Hands down.
Yeah. I mean, not all of them. Come on.
Obviously, we're not gonna generalize, but I'm saying, like, do you think, for the experiences of your own, like in general, do you see like men usually stay loyal? I don't.
It goes either way because
When it comes to like the men in my life, I've seen like, nah, they don't stay loyal, bro. All of my tias, like, I'm not gonna put them out there, but like all of them have like second husbands and stuff. Like all of them were either like cheating on them or something like that. Or
But-
something.
I mean, I feel like women cheat just as much as men do, but it's just the thing is that it's probably shed more light on when men cheat.
Yeah.
But I mean, the whole like what's the typical statistic? Like we always say it's 50-50.
Oh, the divorce rate? Bro, like, yeah, I think it's worse than that. It's like 60-40.
Look at them, man. Look at them.
Yeah.
Educate these people. What's the most recent thing? But as far as both sides are able to be cheating and stuff like that. What's the thing?
No way. It's 11 years with 90% of all divorces being settled. The divorce rate among highly educated couples is 11%, while the divorce rate for lower income is 17%. That's interesting. So I guess the less money you make, the more likely you're gonna like hate each other. So I guess money does buy happiness, huh?
What is that on Wikipedia.org?
Oh yeah, never mind. That's fucked up facts.
Do I make that up?
American Psychological Association.
AP.org.
Yeah.
What are they saying?
I don't know. Keep branding it.
Okay. So let me just.
That's too much to read. But basically, we know the gist. I think divorce is like a very high rate, and everybody always claims we're gonna beat that score. Like we're perfect. We have a great marriage.
Mm-hmm.
So many comedians talk about marriage too. I think they shit on marriage a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Every time, like, bro, I hate my life. Fuck my life. Like, just kill me already. Like,
I think it's just
funny.
Joke. I think it's just funny to say.
It's funny, but low key, I feel like they mean it sometimes.
Mm-hmm. But it's like nobody wants to die alone.
That's true. But I mean, I think marriage is like a social thing, you know? Marriage is to say, like, to show the whole world, like, yeah, me and...
So you're saying marriage isn't necessary?
Not really, bro, honestly.
So is it... So
like, what? Why do I have to justify my love to someone in front of you? Like, I can just...
Tax write-offs.
Like, between... yeah, that's true. When you think about the future, you're right. But still, even though, yes, you get financial benefits from being married, like, I feel, why do I have to announce my shit? Like, why can't me, one person and another person, you know, have a connection, deep connection, that's it. Like, we're gonna stay together as long as we want to.
Okay, so are you saying that, so government shouldn't interfere with love?
Well, you know,
because it's like
I support gay marriage.
You can't really put a law on that. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, because it's love, bro. It's hard to.
Because there's some aspects that you just can't try to be so controlling about.
Yeah, exactly. And then to say, well, you guys definitely like. Remember, you know, FBI does shit like, well, they've been together only this long, blah blah blah. They're not married, so clearly they don't really love each other to the extent of most other people do. Even though they do have that connection, but they don't believe it because they haven't got married. Okay. So like.
No, yeah, I get what you're saying.
You can still have that connection without a piece of paper.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
I see what you mean. You don't.
I don't need a piece of paper to say that I love the woman that I'm with, you know.
But I think it's just like I think it's like proof of commitment, and I'm saying that I think that's what it is. It's just like if you love me so much, why don't you prove it?
Why don't you marry me then?
Why don't you marry me then?
I
put it on paper. I'd risk half of your earnings.
Exactly.
It's like gambling, dude.
We'll talk about it.
Marriage is like gambling. It's like Vegas.
Hey, if you're all go big or go home, bro. You either fucking marry me or end it right now.
Go big or go home.
Just like we're gonna end this podcast because we're already hitting the time.
Oh yeah.
Hey, like that little transition.
Right when it was getting good, man. Right. Oh man. All right.
This is the love episode. I loved it. I think it was pretty cool.
I like this episode, man. Yeah. We might talk about this again later on in more detail.
Love is a very complicated. Love is a very complicated thing, and I'm glad we spoke on it a little bit. So, hey.
Thank you for listening. We appreciate it.
Love you guys.
It's been your boy. It's been the Gabester.
Later. Peace.